corporate leaders sending a letter to the Senate urging them to act on gun control. What do you say?
Basically saying doing nothing, they say, is unacceptable. The letter urges the Senate to pick up from the House's lead. They want bipartisan agreement, legislation on expanded background checks. And here's just an example of those companies that have joined this: Beyond Meat, Dick's, Gap, Lyft, Twitter, Uber, you name it. A lot of corporate leaders saying you need to. Firstly, they would like to see an expansion of background checks on gun sales and strengthen so-called red flag laws. But interesting, too, a Washington Post ABC poll this week, Stu, found that 89% of respondents, including 83% of Republicans, do support requiring background checks for all potential gun buyers. So there's a less divisive issue as time's gone on.
Let's bring in Senator John Kennedy, Republican from Louisiana. Mr. Senator, welcome back to the program.
Thanks, Stuart.
What are you look, here's public opinion, clearly motivated towards doing something. Background checks, red flag laws, etc. What are you going to do about it?
I find it curious, Stuart, that when a radical jihadist blows up a school and kills kids, we're told not to judge all Muslims by the act of one Muslim. And I agree with that, by the way. I just don't understand why the same rule doesn't apply to the 100 million law-abiding gun owners of this country. Now, look, here's my starting point. I want to see facts. I believe love is the answer, but I also own a handgun just in case. And that's my right as an American citizen. The Bill of Rights is not an a la carte menu. The second is just as important as the first or the fourth. Some of my colleagues say, okay, we're going to curtail this Second Amendment constitutional right in the interest of public safety, and it will reduce mass shootings. My response is, okay, prove it. Okay. I'm interested in facts. I'm not interested in speculation. I don't want to see people pulling stuff out of their orifices. Show me the causal scientific evidence, because you're dealing with a constitutional right. And in terms of what these CEOs say, I respect their right to have an opinion, but I don't pay any attention to them. A lot of these guys, they're the ones who tanked the economy in 08.
Well, that was my question, Senator. How do you feel about corporate involvement in political issues, whether it's gun control or anything else? It's corporate involvement in politics. I know they've got the right to do it. How do you feel about it?
Well, they do have the right, but do I find it persuasive? No. Most of these CEOs, not all of them, but most of them, they think they're the smartest guy in the room or gal in the room, and they've got their eye on the bottom line. And I treat it just like any other letter. And about that poll, Stuart. First, I got to see the polls that say what folks say they say. I know how to write a poll question. Yes. I can make a poll walk, talk, and whistle the battle hymn of the Republic. Number two, let's suppose that the polls are right. That we have a Bill of Rights not to protect the majority, but to protect the minority. Okay. The Bill of Rights doesn't protect the high school quarterback or the prom queen. It protects people who aren't as popular.
All right, Mr. Senator, out of time, but as always, you're pithy and right to the point. We always appreciate that. See you soon, sir. Thank you very much.
You too.
Again, we're going to take a look at futures because we've moved up a bit more.